Hello, movie friends. How we doing? Welcome back to the show. This is Anthony.
And this is James, and he seems super excited already about this one.
That
was a great opening, and we actually have awesome news because we got invited by IMAX to go see Ghostbusters Afterlife, which we checked out on Friday night. We went to the TCL Theater in Hollywood, which is one of the coolest theaters I've been inside. Their IMAX theater is huge, like 500 seats, something like that, stadium seating. It was enormous screen. It was a super fun time. So thanks for the invite, IMAX. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. I had a blast.
Yeah, we're going to do a review on the original Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters Afterlife, spoiler-free for the latter, so we'll give you guys our review of that movie, spoiler-free.
Yeah, so that'll be in like a week and a half, so like next Monday after Thanksgiving weekend, that will post, and it actually pulled in $4.5 million at the box office Thursday night, and I think it hit 19 on Friday, so it's projected to hit about $40 million for an opening weekend, which I think is really amazing for a property of a film that is obviously iconic, but the last Ghostbuster movie was a failure, and so I think people were maybe skeptical of it, but I'm telling you, I had a blast. It was one of the funniest movies I've seen in the last 2-3 years. It's in my top 10 top movies I've seen this year, and I had so much fun checking it out.
And there are a lot of Ghostbusters hardos out there. There were people dressed up in like Pillsbury Puffman outfits and Ghostbusters outfits, and so they were having a blast watching the film. So They did a lot of great fan service. So if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, we definitely think you'll enjoy the film.
It was a really fun experience. We had a blast. And then also King Richard came out, but that is about to hit under $6 million at the box office, which is, not super it's a little disappointing for Will's first role in like the last year and a half. I'm sure he'll be up for a contender for acting in that. So I haven't checked it out yet, but I definitely want to see it soon. About that, besides that, Eternals is still killing, and the usual suspects are still up there in the box office. I think the coolest bit of news so far this past week was we got our full trailer for Don't Look Up, which looks so good. I love Adam McKay's films, and this cast is stacked, and we got a ton of Jonah Hill in it. It looks so funny.
I was cracking up watching this. It's really hysterical, and Leo looks very funny in it.
And Jennifer Lawrence looks awesome. Meryl Streep is the president. It looks like a blast.
Does she play the president?
Yeah, she's the president.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Jonah Hill, I don't know if he's like secretary.
It must be Secretary of State or VP.
Or I don't know about VP. Maybe what's like it called like the head of like your entire
press secretary.
Press secretary, maybe something like that. I'm not sure because he seems a little young for like a VP. I think even
he looks like he's young enough to be a press secretary.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to see that movie. Also, I'm sure you all saw our reaction to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, which we saw in the IMAX theater the other night.
It looked good.
As soon as Tom Holland's face come on screen, I'm like, let's go. And it sounded awesome. It looked awesome. So I'm so juiced about that movie, especially seeing it in IMAX.
The whole theater cheered once it started playing.
Yeah, just to stay on Marvel for a little bit. Hawkeye, the show that is being released on Disney Plus this week, starring Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld. And also Delroy Lindo joins the film Blade. So I don't know if he's going to be a father figure type character to Blade or something like that. Who knows where it's going to be the role in terms of maybe he'll be who Christopherson?
Yeah, Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson in the original. Maybe he's like his
that
like
character
handler or like who helped get him out of the vampire community and it helps with the serum. Who knows what the character is going to be.
And you've seen this guy in a ton of movies in supporting roles. Like Gone in 60 Seconds, he plays the lead detective.
Yeah,
chasing
and then
them.
I mean The Core.
Yeah,
he was just in Spike Lee's film, the Vietnam War
The
one,
Five Bloods.
The Five Bloods. So he's been in a ton of movies. So it's awesome to see him joining Marvel as well.
And then WETA Digital signed a $1.6 billion deal with Unity. And this is a deal that acquires the tech assets of Peter Jackson's company that they have been developing over the past 25 years or so. And so this is a big purchase, and I'm sure Peter Jackson got a fat paycheck from this.
Yeah, and this is really, I think it's super important for the future of like tech going forward for filmmaking, and it kind of gives us a hint at the direction everything's going in. It's 275 of their engineers will be going to Unity, and then they'll be licensed back for projects for whenever WETA or whenever companies are going to do it. But that's basically the whole entire engineering team, as well as their visual effects and animation departments. It's all going to Unity now, and so I think they're recognizing there's going to be an explosion of not just special effects driven content, but also I think this has something to do with VR content and AR content going forward and how important it's going to be in terms of the daily consumption of media in the world.
And then I would say WETA and Industrial Light and Magic are like the top of the class in terms of visual effects. So this is definitely a big company.
So, I mean, I think they're onto something. I think we all are maybe don't understand how big of an impact this VR stuff's going to have in our lives soon, but we will find out in a few years.
Sooner rather than later.
The Wheel of Time just released on Amazon Prime. It's this awesome science fiction story that's going to be led by Rosamund Pike. So if you're a huge fan of hers like we are, definitely check that out for sure if you have Prime.
And then an update on Black Panther 2. So Letitia Wright, who is obviously having a larger role in this sequel, her injuries are a lot more serious than what was reported. She has a shattered shoulder.
Yeah, serious break in her shoulder.
So and it's taking several months for her to recover from that. So
that's a bone. If you break, it's really hard to recover because the scapula is so important, and it's just an odd muscle structure. It's awesome. It's an odd bone, especially if it's something to do with your joint. It's hard to heal.
Yeah, I feel bad. She might have a lingering injury or feel this for the rest of her life.
And she had a severe concussion from it too. So I'm assuming it sounds like she fell from a height, maybe on a wire or on a board or something, and fell just right on her shoulder and head because head injury, broken shoulder plus concussion definitely sounds like she fell from a height.
Yeah, from whiplash and then her head bouncing on the floor probably.
Even just shoulder to head at the same time on the floor, just landing like that. It sounds like a real bad injury, but they're saying that production will resume in January. And I think they're still aiming for November 2022 for the release of the film, but I mean, I'm very skeptical they're going to be able to pull it off in time for that. I'm sure they'll be able to edit most of the movie until then, I'm guessing.
You can do the CGI.
But still, if she's the lead actress in the film and she has a lot of scenes left to shoot, what if there are delays going forward with some of those sets and production elements? Who knows what's going to happen?
And next up, there was a new trailer for Encounter, which is Riz Ahmed's sci-fi film in which the world is getting invaded by aliens, and he is fighting to save himself and his two sons. It looks like a really great family survival drama. Looks like they're doing the sci-fi alien invasion with a lot of realism and minimalist filmmaking, so it looks very cool.
Yeah, I love alien invasion movies. Love Riz. He's an awesome actor, so definitely want to check that out. A24 just acquired Marcel, the Shell with Shoes On, which stars Jenny Slate, and it will premiere at the Telluride Film Festival. So Jenny Slate, I'm a fan of for sure. I really liked her in that pregnancy movie that she's in with that dude.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
What's it called?
Something about not growing up or something.
Something like that. It's actually really, really good.
But then this is a kid's book that's been out for. It's been a series for I think 10 years or so. We never read it because we were not kids when it came out.
Well, with 31.
But it's supposedly a very popular children's series.
Yeah. All right. What else do we have next?
Then there's a new trailer for Mother Android, which is Chloe Grace Moretz's new survival sci-fi apocalypse drama. And that looks pretty cool. I'll definitely check that out.
A24 is also releasing a devilishly delicious horror caviar cookbook. This cookbook is going to make some bloody good meals. So if you have any A24 friends or family members that are fans of the studio and the films, this is probably a really great holiday gift from the guest. So I'd check that out. It actually looks really cool.
Definitely.
And we love their marketing campaigns and stuff.
Yeah, great marketing. And then South Park has a new special coming out. It's going to come out on Thanksgiving, and it's called South Park PostCovid. And it's it's a movie. An hour long.
This is the first of the Paramount deal of 14 movies.
So it's it's its own movie, but all the kids of South Park are adults now, and they're
all
grown up.
So funny.
But they didn't show Cartman, so they showed Kyle. They showed Kyle and Stan as adults, and I was like, oh, that seems spot on. And I am dying to see what they have for Cartman.
I wonder if Cartman stays being a huge guy, or
he could get jacked on steroids.
Or if he gets jacked and shredded. He's just like a gym rat bro or something. Like that.
That's what I was thinking too. Him being a gym rat.
I think one of my favorite parts of the teaser that I saw is Stan's dad Randy becomes just like Stan's grandfather, who's always called him Billy, in the wheelchair, Billy. So it looks really funny.
I'm gonna watch this. I haven't watched South Park in a while, but this looks really great.
Yeah. Jonah Hill is going to lead the next Martin Scorsese film, which is incredible. It's going to be a Grateful Dead film, a biopic on Jerry Garcia. And I mean, we were just talking about this yesterday. Jonah Hill, the guy went through so much in Hollywood. And then he became a great actor and working on incredible films. But now he's leading a Scorsese movie. It's not Leo this time. It's not anybody else. It's Jonah Hill, which is incredible.
Yeah, and the Grateful Dead was one of the biggest bands of its time. It's still iconic. People have tattoos of that band logo.
I see T-shirts of Grateful Dead all the time.
Yeah, so I don't really know much about Jerry Garcia or the Grateful Dead, but I'll definitely be. I mean, anything Scorsese does, I'm going to watch. So I'm very curious about this film.
And bro.
And then Marvel finally released an Eternals poster, which officially features Harry Styles as Eros.
Sorry, we called him Star Fox. It's Sky Fox.
Sky Fox. Yeah, Star Fox is a video game.
We call him Sky Fox. His name is Star Fox.
His name is Star Fox?
Yes,
okay.
But I mean, it's Arrows.
I thought Star Fox is the guy from that video game. The Fox.
It's the same name, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
And then Super Smash.
But I think they released this because all they had was crappy quality photos that were passing around the internet. So
From the
they made an
post-credits.
official one.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty smart move.
Yeah. And then there's a trailer for the new miniseries on Hulu called Pam and Tommy, which tells the story of Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee in the release of their famous sex tape, which I thought they released it, but apparently these two guys got a hold of it and released it without their permission.
Yeah, I bet it's a pretty good movie. I think they're both amazing actors.
It's from the director of I-Tonya, which
so
I think is a really awesome movie.
Underrated movie for sure.
Really great
I think
film.
the only the weakness to I-Tonya, I think, is just the script, because I think the storytelling itself is just really great.
I think the script's awesome.
Yeah.
I completely disagree with you.
It got a little slow for me at sometimes.
Well, you're a slow guy.
No, I'm not.
You know, you're whip smart.
I'm wicked smart, kid. There's a new Nightmare Alley trailer, and this is coming from Guillermo del Toro, released in December 17th. Can't wait to see this movie. I love the marketing. The music that goes with the trailer too is so fun, and the mystery behind it of what this monster creature is, and the cast is insane. We have freaking we have
Bradley Cooper,
Kate
Blanchett, Rooney Mara.
Willem Dafoe. Awesome cast. I mean, even Ron Perlman's in it, obviously, because it's the Guillermo del Toro film. Can't wait to check it out.
I actually did not watch this new trailer because I don't want to watch it. I want to walk into it as empty, without knowing anything about the film.
Oh, I haven't seen the trailer. I've just seen the teaser.
Yeah, so I'm keeping myself like free from any marketing.
And I saw the new poster that they released, which is really cool.
Yeah, and then there's a Rambo miniseries in the works from Sylvester Stallone. It would be his final outing as the iconic character.
Doubt it,
because he just never gives up. You know, Rambo keeps killing.
There's no way this is gonna be the ending of Rambo. Like, he says that. What isn't that what Rambo was?
Yeah, that was supposed to be his last one.
He's never gonna end. He's gonna be playing this character until he's on his deathbed.
He's gonna be Rambo in a wheelchair.
First blood.
And then there's some news about Matrix 4. More information is getting revealed where apparently Neo and Trinity are going to be, both of them are going to be more powerful than they were in the previous films. I didn't read into this. You can if you want. I don't want any kind of spoilers for me walking into Matrix 4. So if you want to dive into that, go ahead and check it out.
I assume that from the trailer, because Neo has powers we haven't seen in any of the past films, especially what he does to Morpheus inside the training facility. But then Trinity has a power I've never seen before, where she does that scream, and it seems like it disorients everybody around her in the environment, like maybe a hybrid.
Like it splits her up.
It's like it splits her up, just like a frequency kind of thing. That's what. So I'm assuming like I already figured that they were gonna have more powers.
Man,
but
you're a smart guy.
I'm pretty analytical, bro. All right. That wraps up movie news number 20. Is this 25 or 24?
24.
I don't even remember.
There's been a lot.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We had awesome episodes last week. We did an entire week of X-Men. If you haven't checked those episodes out, this week tomorrow is going to be one of our favorite episodes we've ever done. So get super excited.
Super excited.
Both Monday, yes, super duper. Monday and Thursday, I'll give you a teaser, are both superhero related films episodes. So you're going to have a blast this week. We want to do something fun for Thursday, especially because of the holiday weekend, especially everyone in America's traveling. So something light and fun to listen to
while you're driving to see your family and eating some turkey.
Otherwise, have a great Sunday and start to your week tomorrow.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button, leave a comment. Find us on all audio streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Raiders of the Lost podcast. Be sure to check out one of these other videos right here for more content on our favorite films and breaking down all kinds of movie content. Thanks so much.